And we back with episode number 5, right? Bro, we are here at the new location. This took a while to set up, bro.
Yeah.
But hopefully we can be here permanent for a while.
It's probably not going to be the permanent setup. We're going to have to get some new furniture for sure.
Yeah, because we're sitting on some...
You know
what I'm
Look at
saying?
the table, bro.
Yeah. But as you can see, I found my new favorite energy drink. We're not sponsored, but hopefully one day. So Shahir hasn't tried it. I'm gonna make him try it. This is called Goat Fuel, which is greatest of all time fuel, made by.
Is it really greatest of all time?
Yeah, read it. Yeah.
Oh, it's on top. Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
And this is a brand by Jerry Rice, which is one of the greatest wide receiver to ever play the game.
Oh, it's owned by a football player.
Yeah.
Really?
And he has this is his brand, and he played for I believe the 49ers.
Does he still play?
No, it's a long time ago.
You said the greatest wide receiver.
to ever live.
Do you know why he started this?
Bro, I
He's trying
think
to make some money. He's losing money.
I don't know, bro, but hopefully if it goes well, we can get sponsored by him.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? So go ahead and pick one of your flavors.
Yeah, I feel like I want to try them all.
We're gonna have Shahir try on camera right now. So
All right. I like mango, so I'm gonna try mango passion.
All right, mango?
for sure.
all right, bet.
All right.
So
I'm a huge Red Bull fan, so if I ever drink energy drinks, it's only Red Bull. So this needs to
let's fix this real quick.
live up to its name.
Push it over. All right.
What are you trying?
Hey,
Tropical-
Jerry Rice, I'm trying your tropical berry. Shahir is trying the mango.
Mango passion fruit.
And we about to crack it right now. So,
Oh, we're cracking the mic.
yeah. All right. I want to see your reaction.
You know what? It does not taste like an energy drink, to be honest.
It doesn't.
It tastes like, it tastes like one of those the sparkling water type drinks.
Smoking water.
Sparkling water, the flavored ones, you know?
Yeah, so this has electrolytes, all the essential vitamins, cordyceps.
Zero sugar, but
Yeah.
does it have artificial sugars?
I'm not sure.
Zero fat, sodium, a lot of sodium, 45 milligrams.
Mm-hmm.
So it said, we're more alike than we are different, which is crazy. Wait, like the universe, and like just how you were saying, you zoom out of the cell,
Yeah.
and it looks like a whole universe inside your body.
Yeah, so it started off as atoms, right?
Yeah.
You know how there's protons,
Yeah.
neutrons, and then electrons
Yeah.
circling
Yeah,
the nucleus.
the nucleus, yeah.
That's like a solar system.
Exactly, yeah.
And then it zooms out into a cell.
Yeah.
And then a cell has all these, living parts in it, just like...
Which is like the universe? The cell would be the universe, or the cell is...
No. So it's kind of weird. Like, so atoms, in general, it's like a universe model in a smaller scale.
Oh, no. So the nucleus is solar system, the cell would be the galaxy, right?
Yeah, no, the cell would be a universe.
Because like there's one cell, so there's one galaxy, inside the galaxy there's the solar system, which
Okay,
is
so
just
think
us,
of this
right?
like this, all right? The basic foundation of any building blocks of matter
Yeah,
are atoms.
okay.
And atoms are like individual, to me, they're like individual solar
Planets.
systems,
Oh, each atom, okay.
right? The
Yeah.
protons and neutrons would
Yeah.
be like the sun.
Yeah,
And then the electrons, which some atoms have 6,
Yeah,
8,
yeah.
16, 12,
Yeah.
all that, right? Would be the planets.
yeah.
And then you take a bunch of atoms together, makes
The solar system.
a cell.
Or a cell, okay.
No, remember, each atom is like a solar system.
Okay, each atom is a solar
Yeah,
system. So the cell would be the universe.
The cell is like a universe.
Yeah.
But then when you zoom out, there's other cells that makes up a tissue or,
Okay. So what does that would be?
huh?
That would be the ever expanding universe.
Yeah. So and then that's what's crazy is that what they're trying to say right now is that there's this, there's this theory where, what if we're just on like an atom like that?
Well, I mean, yeah. No, that's the way I see it, right? Like the Earth, like as I was saying, we're more alike with the universe around us because we see that within ourselves. Like there's so many similarities, and the Earth can be it's just an atom within a solar system.
For example, if you zoom into your brain, your neurons, how it like the
They
network
fire?
of neurons and
Yeah.
how it fires,
Yeah.
that's like a nebula.
Ah, okay.
If you look at your iris,
Yeah.
that's like if you take an image of what the James Webb Telescope takes,
Yeah.
it looks very similar.
An iris. Yeah.
Same thing with our they say that the way our brain, I don't know how to call it. What is that called? All right, anyways, move on from that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I had an existential crisis
Okay.
because it just kept zooming out, and then it got to planet Earth. It zoomed out into the solar system. It zoomed out into the
It
Milky
just-
Way. It zoomed out. It kept
It's like
zooming out,
repeats
right?
itself. Yeah.
So I'm like, when I was little, I'm like, what if we're just floating on this planet, and you zoom out, we're just like a science.
A science like project or something.
Yeah, a science
or,
project or something.
Or like you know how you get some dirty water and they put it in a microscope. Like we're just that. Someone's looking into it.
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah,
something.
right. So let me ask you this then: if that was proven to be real,
Yeah.
and aliens are real,
Yeah.
would that make religion obsolete?
No, so that's a good question. But really quickly, I want to point out. So you know how earlier we said, like everything inside of us is super like resembles what's outside in the universe.
Right.
So do you believe in divine design? Probably not, because you're not religion. But religion-
Divine design, no, but I do believe that. What if the universe is God, though?
No, so the way I see it, right? So we're so alike, and there's a great way that one of the scholars put it, is that all that you see that's similar is like God's signature. You know how when an artist draws, they put their signature, like, oh, I did this art.
Right.
So all those similarities we have is basically God's signature around it. Like, for example, like how we're so similar, how our cells are so similar to the universe. And then when it zoomed out all the way, it zoomed out to the observable universe, right?
Observable universe, but then it zooms out even more to there's like a bunch of those observable universe.
Oh, okay. But we don't know about those ones yet.
Yeah, yeah.
because-
And then I don't know if you've seen the scene in at the end of Men in Black,
Okay.
where it zoomed out to the whole universe like that, and it turns out that we're in a little marble, and an
Yeah.
alien was playing with it.
Oh.
So like I'm like, they're telling us something, bro.
Yeah.
There's something that we don't know.
So the question you asked, like, would I leave Islam? No. And the reason why is because in the Quran it specifically says that God created worlds. So it doesn't explicitly say there's no aliens. For example, there might be aliens that we just haven't discovered yet. Right?
Yeah.
Team religion.
Okay.
What's that?
I'm team religion.
Oh,
Okay.
So God created worlds, right?
Yeah.
And like I said, it doesn't explicitly say there's no aliens. And it says that when God says he created the heavens and the earth, he says heavens, multiple.
Right.
So there might be. So if the aliens were real, it would not denounce.
But also in the religion that talks about a firmament too.
Have you guys seen those balls of spheres that are just showing up everywhere?
Yeah. Oh, I kid you not, bro.
Oh, you mean talking about UFOs?
Yeah, you seen those?
Oh, okay. Yeah, all the.
How about that?
Yeah.
That's trending.
Yeah, but
No, so.
All right.
but you were saying affirm?
Yeah, so if we go off religious texts, right?
Yeah.
In the Bible,
Yeah.
I don't know about the Quran, doesn't it talk about the earth being the center of the universe?
Yeah, there's a lot of
That's number one,
scientific
right?
contradictions.
It also
in the
talks
Bible.
about the firmament.
What, firmament or a firmament?
Firmament. You know what
What
that
is
is?
firmament? No.
So firmament is this flat earth theory
Oh,
where that earth is like a disc
so in the Bible it talks about that.
and there's a dome over it.
Yeah.
God put a dome over it. And
Yeah.
outside of that, supposedly there's like water or something.
Yeah.
And there's a theory, not a theory, but there's a lot of people
A
believing.
belief, yeah.
A lot of people are believing that we are in the firmament because Alaska is supposed to be this border that goes around the flat earth.
Antarctica or Alaska?
I mean, Antarctica, my bad.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
that-
I've seen that thing, bro.
But let me ask you this. If aliens were to show up right now,
yeah.
giving us advanced technology,
Yeah.
telling you that, oh, we're the one we've been watching over you, blah, blah, blah. You know, we're the one that made human race evolve the way it is. We're the
Yeah.
one that gave you guys knowledge and all that.
Yeah.
You still believe there's a God.
So here's the thing, like, I'm so firm on the religion and I know what's been sent down and I believe it. So see, the hypotheticals is hard because I can hypothetically say, like, what if God came down, but I know he wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? So the hypothetical I couldn't really answer. But do I believe if there might be aliens? Yeah, there might be. Because again, like, there's no explicit that says there's not. And then with the Bible you're saying with the firmament, now that you told me about that, yeah, so there's a lot of scientific contradictions in the Bible.
Right.
And that's one of the reasons people need to realize that the Bible's been changed. Like,
Right.
if a holy text sent down by God is not confirming, like, in the Quran it says the earth is more dome shaped. If you look at the earth, it's not a perfect circle. It's not like a perfect sphere. It's like a little bit curved because of because since it's rotating, it kind of bulges, kind of. So it's more of a egg shaped.
But did you hear what Neil deGrasse Tyson said though?
What?
He said that if you take Earth
Yeah.
and you shrink it
No,
down
no,
to
I'm
the
not
size
saying-
of a cue ball,
Yeah. I'm not saying it's
it's more smooth.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's
than
not
a cube.
smooth. I'm
Yeah.
saying the shape of it. It's not like a perfect circle. I'm not saying it's not smooth. I believe that it's smooth but what I'm saying is that the shape of it is more like a little bit dome shaped.
Because I've been seeing all these.
And sorry, but like it says that the Earth revolves around the sun, which it does, right?
Okay.
So it doesn't say like, oh, the sun revolves around the Earth like they used to believe back in the day, and then they realize, oh, they used to think the Earth is the center of the universe, and then even people used to think the sun is not moving, the sun moving, like our whole galaxy is shifting.
Yeah,
right?
so there's
It's moving
so
throughout
I
space.
saw Vsauce saying something like, the whole galaxy
Yeah,
is moving,
yeah,
and you zoom into the galaxy, you see like stars and solar systems,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The whole solar system is basically corkscrewing
yeah.
its way through
yeah,
the
yeah,
universe,
yeah, yeah.
right? And that also,
And the sun is kind of guiding it.
and a lot of people are saying that, well, if we're doing that,
Mm-hmm.
how come thousands of years ago people still see the same star patterns?
It's
Up
because
in
of
the
how
night
far
sky.
the light is, right? Because it takes time.
I
for it to
think
travel.
like that too, because imagine
Yeah.
like if these lights here
Yeah,
are big stars,
yeah,
and this whole span empty space is the solar system,
yeah,
you'll obviously still see it.
yeah.
But I also think that those stars are moving as well at the
Yeah.
same speed.
Exactly. Those stars are also moving, but also it takes time for light to travel, so they have to look at the difference for that
Okay.
too. You know,
But you're saying that it wouldn't disprove anything for you,
with aliens, we're real.
because
now.
there's theories that, not theories, but when I was little, I didn't know about these
Yeah.
theories, but I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, what if a comet hit the Earth and it brought some kind of life with it,
Yeah.
and then from that on, that's how we
Like how
got
humans
here.
came? Yeah.
And that theory came out to be I think the panspermia theory or something like that. Another one is obviously, the most common one is all these chemicals somehow
Yeah.
by magic.
Yeah.
They just with the right time, the right weather, and all this, boom,
Yeah.
DNA was formed.
Yeah,
That was another one. Another one is basically Earth serves as a prison
Mm-hmm.
for that was our human race were banished to the Earth
yeah,
by another planet,
yeah,
and we're just here serving our punishment.
Yeah.
That's why there's evil, there's sins,
Yeah.
there's all that.
yeah.
So what do you think about that?
Well, a lot of theories in science are fallible, so they could be changed tomorrow. You know, so these are obviously they're just theories and not proven fact. And that's the thing with science is that there's an aspect of belief there, because you have to believe. Like if some person believes in only one theory, then they automatically think that theory is absolute truth, and that's belief at the end of the day, because it hasn't been proven for them. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's a theory for a reason, because it can be changed, right?
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
a theory.
Exactly, it's a theory. So those theories, I mean, those things can be changed tomorrow. They can be changed whenever. But no. For me, I believe in whatever the religious text tells us. You know,
So no matter what happens, you'll still believe the religious text.
no matter what happens.
Like like obviously it's hypothetical,
Yeah.
but like if alien shows up, like with
See, hypothetically, anything could happen, and then it was gonna change. You know,
Right.
So that's hard to go off hypotheticals. I would rather go off what's already.
because I'm
presented,
saying
you know?
like if time machine exists,
Yeah.
they take us back in time,
Yeah.
and show all these like Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
Muhammad,
Yeah.
Noah, and all these,
Yeah.
and none of that happened. Wouldn't
Yeah.
that kind of disprove it for you?
Yeah, but like if we live in hypotheticals, right? I
Mm-hmm.
can say hypothetically, like for example, on the way here, I was like, hypothetically, I'm gonna get in a car accident. I don't want to get out my house. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? So if we always live in hypothetical, then I'm not gonna be able to do anything. Always, like it could be any hypothetical. It could be hypothetically,
Yeah.
I'll become a millionaire today, so I don't have to go to work or whatever it is. You know, so I'm like, oh, I'll just sit home. But it's not true. You know, so you have to actually work towards and see what's been provided. Just like how science is. Science, the scientific method was actually created by a Muslim Arab.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so the scientific, because Islam teaches.
Is it Al-Jabbar or no?
I forgot his
Well,
name.
no, Al-Jabbar was the one that invented
Algebra.
or founded algebra. Yeah.
So, but
A lot of things was discovered
Yeah.
by the Islamic communities.
yeah, the Islamic nation. So with science, with Islam, we're taught to seek knowledge.
Right.
You know, so if we like, for example, if you become Muslim today, you have to become Muslim on your own volition and because you believe in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that means you have to do your due diligence to actually learn about it.
Right.
That's why a lot of born Muslims, they don't know much about the religion because they're already born Muslims, so they're not going to take the time to actually learn.
Yeah.
When reverts become Muslim, they're better Muslims in the sense they're more knowledgeable because they actually took the time to learn. And not only learn about that, but learn about other things like science, about social economics, about economics in general, about like political aspects,
Right.
geopolitics, and all that. So you can understand the world better, and then it actually brings you closer to Islam because Islam has an answer for all those
Right.
things. You know,
Have you heard of Project Bluebeam?
Blue Beam,
Bluebeam.
Beam. No, I have not.
So check this out. Project Bluebeam is this project that has been known, I think, since the 1900s. I'm not sure when, but Project Bluebeam is about the government's plan to stage an alien invasion so that they can use that to control us.
Stage it, so they're gonna like have people dress up as aliens.
No, so check this out. And the thing is,
An alien invasion.
bro, when I'm looking, now that I'm kind of like aware,
Yeah,
they've been telling us this for years.
with the UFOs and all that.
Men in Black. What is all Men in Black movie?
Yeah.
What does it have? What's happening in it? Alien invasion.
Aliens invading, and then they
Predator,
erase
all
everyone's
that, right?
memories. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
And also, so check this out. What happened in Spider-Man: Far From Home?
The recent one, right?
No, that's No Way Home. Far
Oh.
From Home
The one before that with the Electro. No,
with
what's his name?
Mysterio.
Mysterio, yeah.
So, what happened?
He had all the robots.
Those are so Mysterio took control of Iron Man's drone that he
Yeah.
gave to Peter Parker.
Yeah,
He used it to make
To f-
holograms
yeah, and then to stage Peter Parker.
to stage
Yeah,
an invasion and save it himself. And he came in as
yeah,
a hero.
as a hero, and Peter Parker was the
saved
bad
the
guy.
day, right?
Yeah,
So I kid you not, last night
yeah,
I was just going through TikTok.
yeah.
I would refresh TikTok like every 10 seconds. I count 10 videos in. Every 2 videos, they were feeding me about UFO and UAPs.
UFO and UAPs.
Yeah.
The whole time.
The
Every
whole
2
time,
videos.
The whole time. And
Like sightings and all that.
yeah, and I wasn't even like actually actively searching for it.
Yeah.
So there was one video where apparently above this Las
But
Vegas club,
the TikTok is a Chinese company.
right? But I'm saying like, why all of a sudden in the past 5 years they released the FBI information on like thousands of pages about
Yeah.
UFOs.
Yeah.
The news is talking about UFOs now. CNN's talking about it, and now they're showing us more and more videos
But the
about
biggest
it.
thing about UFOs, bro, is literally in the name, unidentified,
Right.
foreign object or flying object. So it could be anything, bro. It could be you flying a drone and some freaking guy, some Amish person who has a phone was like, "What the heck is that?"
No, obviously, right?
Yeah, yeah,
But it's more so when they show UFOs,
yeah,
it's more so like sparks of light and then
The light
dividing
thing
and then
is-
moving super fast.
yeah. That thing is crazy.
Drones can't do that, right?
But have you seen those drones that they do the light shows?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that too.
But yeah,
but what I'm saying
like something
is,
just flies away. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
I think what they're trying to do is desensitize us. Because once we keep
Yeah,
seeing some, like,
that-
you know how like they keep feeding children pornography,
Yeah,
adultery, and all
desensitize
that.
them, yeah.
Now, if you see a girl half naked
It doesn't
online,
matter.
it's
Dude, back
whatever.
growing up, like PG-13 movies
Yeah.
had like PG-13 was something. I'm sorry, rated R. Okay, more so rated R was like a little bit nudity and stuff.
Yeah.
Now rated R is like way more extreme. You know?
Oh yeah, bro.
And PG-13 has what rated R used to have.
Think
you
about
know?
this: when you go to Blockbuster back
Yeah,
in the day,
yeah.
if you rent a movie that's like even PG-13,
You have to be old enough. Yeah.
you have to have an adult with you.
Yeah.
Now kids can have access to that
Bro,
on Netflix.
Buying a GTA, I don't know how it is now, but like you need a parent to buy an M for Mature game.
Yeah.
Now I don't know. I don't know if you can just buy it now.
I don't think they care, bro. You can buy it
Yeah.
online.
Yeah, true. You
buy
can just
that
download
online.
it. You can just
so
download
they're
it. And you can put fake
slowly-
age and all that. Yeah.
They're slowly making it accessible, right?
Yeah.
And they're desensitizing the youth
Yeah.
to all that.
Yeah.
So now I think what they're doing to
With the
people
UFOs,
of the
yeah.
U.S. or the Western world is desensitizing them to the UFOs.
To the aliens.
Because you know why? Because at certain NFL games,
Yeah.
holograms have gotten so realistic, it's that people can see in real time. At concerts, they have been showing like whales and animals
Yeah. Okay.
flying around the concert,
Yeah.
and they're all holograms.
Okay.
Have you heard of the Tupac hologram that they use
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
concerts and all
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So and recently for a Chinese New Year's parade or something, they had this big skyscraper
Yeah.
and they had these holograms.
On the skyscraper. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they've been doing that. Okay.
No, it looks real.
Oh, it
I'm
looks
saying.
real now.
Like people on the ground can see it from different angles. That's my point.
Oh, so you don't have to be looking from just one direction.
No. So they have this dragon flying up to the tower, wrapping around it, and then whales
Wow.
descending from the heavens.
And it looks like a real dragon.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Damn.
So let me ask you this: back again to Project Bluebeam.
Project Bluebeam. So Bluebeam represents like
It's like the beam of from the UFO, from the flying saucer.
invading.
What I think
or-
they're doing is that desensitizing us using technology, because the US government or any kind of government is always like 10, 20 years ahead of the public when it
Yeah.
comes to technology. Because there's no way that so many people see the same thing from different perspectives. And then there's jets flying after it, helicopters flying after it. Think about that.
Bro, you know, that's a crazy thing because the UFOs, they just came out of nowhere. They just randomly released it and it just passed over.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, okay, UFOs. Dude, in reality, that thing is crazy. If those things are real, we
And
should
you
be
know what's
freaking
even
out.
crazier?
I'm gonna have aliens roaming around.
You know who the first man on the moon was, right?
Armstrong or someone else?
Yeah, Neil Armstrong.
yeah.
Do you know who the second man on the moon was?
There was the guy with him.
Yeah.
The guy that was recording him, I think.
Yeah, do you know his name?
No, I always forget.
He's
his
named
name.
after one of the Toy Story characters was named after him.
Oh, Lightyear?
Buzz Aldrin.
Oh, okay.
They named Buzz Lightyear after him. So Buzz Aldrin was the second man on the moon. So they were on that mission together.
Yeah.
And so many times when he got back and when he was older, they asked him, how were you able to get this shot on the moon? How were you able to do this on the moon? Blah, blah. So many times he came out and said, we never went there. It never happened.
He's actually on record saying we never went there?
Yeah.
So you think the moon landing was staged?
I honestly don't want to believe it.
Yeah.
But knowing the U.S. government now, I feel like at that time, JFK said, we're going to put man on the moon, right?
But
and we were in a Cold War with Russia, with the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
And we
they wanted to
like,
get there first, yeah.
Right. So
But you think the reason they did it is just to say that they got there first? Or what's the point of staging a moon landing?
I think just a flex.
Just to flex?
And here's another thing too. One of the director of NASA,
Yeah.
when he died on his tombstone, he has a Bible proverb. And in that same proverb, it mentions something about the firmament. Bro, tell me that's not crazy, bro.
That the earth is flat? So he's basically trying to say the earth is flat.
Not that the earth is flat, but
Yeah.
there's a firmament, meaning that
There's a dome.
if you fly up, you can hit that dome. So really, you can't really go to outer space.
Nah, bro. I don't think so. Because there's so many people that have been to outer space.
And you know what's great? That's the thing. Have you
Yeah.
seen those live stream on TV of
Yeah.
scientists in the what's it called? The space station, right?
Yeah.
There was one where she dropped something and it just fell straight to the floor.
No way. And it was live streamed?
Yeah.
There was no
And then like
gravity
one of
or
the other astronaut was like surprised, like, oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Like everything was floating. They were off, her hair was sticking up, and then she dropped like a hammer or something, like a plastic hammer, and it just fell straight to the
No,
floor.
it didn't,
I'm telling you,
bro.
bro. I'm telling you. I'll show you the video. Or I'll
Bro, what
put
the heck is going on? So what, what's his name? Jeff Bezos just recently went on his freaking rocket, his blue rocket. What is it called?
I mean, I think you can go to the edge of space,
Edge of space or edge of the earth?
but edge of the earth.
Yeah, edge of the atmosphere. Yeah, basically
But
outside the atmosphere.
Now I'm debating if that really happened, because a lot of pictures on Mars that scientists have been shown have been released to the public.
So, but then
People
how do
debunked it.
How do you explain satellites and how do you explain the rovers and how do you explain all the photos we get from outer space?
Well, so apparently,
Yeah,
before they send the rover to Mars,
yeah,
they test this rover in a similar condition to Mars
and like freaking
in
the Sahara
Iceland.
Desert.
In
Oh, okay.
Iceland, somewhere in Iceland,
Okay.
where they filmed Interstellar to make it look like it's to make it look like it's other planets.
Yeah.
Iceland as well.
Okay.
So a lot of people are saying that the rover is just on Iceland. Like it didn't really go to Mars.
Okay, but what about the photos we get from outer space? Looking in, but satellite is huge because that's how we use navigation.
But think about this. You don't have to go all the way up to satellites are basically orbiting around the Earth.
Yeah.
They're not like miles away
Yeah.
in outer space.
Yeah.
Because you know how satellites work, right? Mm-hmm. Satellites, the way it works, it's that it's always in constant free fall.
I see. Okay.
Same with the space station. They're always in constant free fall.
Okay.
But because they go so fast and they rotate around the Earth, so let's say this is Earth, right? They fall.
So,
and
but
the
they're
Earth
falling
turns.
that way. Okay,
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
So that's why every couple of years they have to readjust the space station and the satellite so that it doesn't go too far down.
Because there's people in
and
the
it burns.
space station, right?
Yeah.
So those people should technically be feeling anti-gravity or no gravity.
Technically anti-gravity.
All right?
Yeah.
So that live stream you're saying, is that from the space station or was that from somewhere
They're saying
else?
it's from the space station, but how the hammer reacted, I don't know.
So while the hammer fell, she wasn't no gravity. Like her hair was up, you
Yeah,
were saying,
yeah.
and she was floating.
Yeah.
But the hammer did not.
Yeah.
So you're saying she might have been on strings or something, or
That's what, dude. I'm saying like now it's so easy to fake everything. You have to question everything.
Yeah,
That's why when
100%.
Kyrie Irving came out and saying that he believed the Earth is flat, he was just saying that. I don't think he really believed it, but he knows that people will attack him for anything
yeah,
because he was just saying it, and people without doing research and without asking why he's saying certain things, they just make fun of him like, "Oh, you're stupid." Because in reality, right? If I say you don't have a brain, can you prove that?
I'll have to cut my head open.
Right. But can you yourself observe your brain?
Exactly.
Even if I point a camera and live stream it to the monitor, your eyes yourself isn't really observing your brain.
So I can't prove that I have a brain.
Right. That's what a lot of people are saying about God as well. You don't have to
Yeah.
see God.
Okay, thank you.
to-
I was gonna bring that up.
You don't have to see God to say it.
He's not.
Yeah, he or she exists. So they're saying that.
By the way, the Susie brought that up. We don't use he as a
Yeah.
gender pronoun.
Yeah.
It's not. It's
Yeah.
more of a neutral thing.
Yeah.
He doesn't have no gender.
That wants me to get to Interstellar. How Interstellar is about climate change.
Yeah, because the Earth is dying, so they need to find a new home.
Right. And the whole Interstellar thing is about this scientist that becomes an astronaut, goes to outer space, find all these planets and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And that's basically what Elon Musk is trying to do. But my question to that is, you know when NASA started? Their mission was mainly to explore the ocean.
Oh, okay.
And let me pull up my notes here. For some reason, NASA stopped exploring the ocean in 1978.
They stopped exploring.
And now they're trying to explore the space.
You think they're trying to explore
Something
space?
in our own world, they stopped exploring. They're trying to get us off the planet. Why is that?
You think they're exploring space to get us off the planet, or it's more lucrative, or there's more funding behind it? There could be a lot of reasons.
No, but they're trying to get us off the planet. Like people like Elon and all that. Why? Think about this. Why is it? I mean, if they explore the ocean, they can make more money. Because there's so many resources down the ocean and stuff.
Okay.
But they're trying to get us off the planet. Donald Trump, under his administration, what did he
The
create?
space military?
So why is that, bro? Think about this. You understand like how these are all connected for some reason?
So you think there's something gonna happen to the Earth, or something is happening
I
to the
think
Earth?
they found something in the ocean because 90% of
Like
the Earth
Megalodon or
is
something?
90% of the ocean is unexplored.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, 90% is we don't know nothing about the ocean.
So NASA, why isn't that NASA and the government pouring money into exploring the ocean, but more so space? Think about that.
But what does NASA stand for?
National Agency, Aeronautic Space Agency or something.
Yeah. So were they always called NASA, or were they called like National?
I don't know,
Ocean
but
Agency?
before the same agency that is now NASA,
Yeah.
they were trying to explore the ocean.
There can be I gotta look more into it, but it might be that they were testing out their technology first on the ocean, or in some way or form. Because, like, for example, obviously when you get further down the ocean, the more pressure, and a lot of times things don't survive that far, And then have you seen those videos of, I forgot the camera that dived how deep, and they saw that freaking huge octopus, or with like 100-foot legs? Remember that one? Have you seen that clip? You haven't seen that clip?
I've seen
I think it
one
was a
where,
squid, not octopus.
I've seen where they've discovered a goblin shark.
It's some ugly ass
Yeah.
fishes and
Yeah, yeah.
sharks and whatnot, right? Fish.
Think about that,
Fish
bro.
is not a word. Yeah.
Have you seen the Meg, the new one?
Movie?
Yeah, the
No.
Meg. So in the Meg, right? They're saying
Yeah.
that megalodons
Yeah.
still exist,
Yeah.
but
It's
it's
just
under this
frozen? Oh, okay.
this
Layer of ice, or
this layer of clouds at the bottom of the ocean. So once you break through that, all prehistoric creatures are there.
whoa. Okay, chill, bro. Clouds though in the ocean.
Yeah, so there have been scenarios where when you go into the ocean, there's lakes under the ocean as well. So basically,
Bro,
the
like,
water
what is
so.
it called in Godzilla? The underworld or something?
Oh yeah, no, that's for Hollow Earth, bro.
Oh, Hollow Earth theory. Yeah,
but
yeah.
you know how like in SpongeBob, how there's the lagoon.
Lagoon.
Where
Okay.
it's like the
Yeah,
beach.
that's
So
in the
that's something like that. So basically, when salt water meets some water that's saltier,
yeah.
they don't mix
They
well.
don't mix, yeah.
So they create little puddles and
Yeah.
lakes under the ocean.
Yeah.
So that's what they're trying to say. Like other animals could be down there, but we don't know. So my question to you is, why are we trying to get off the earth when we can't? We don't even know what's going on in the ocean.
Well, I think it's getting off the Earth is not going to be in our lifetime for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Elon's saying by 2035 they want to have humans on Mars.
Bro, he said by 2020 we're gonna have the freaking Cybertruck and Tesla model.
Oh, yeah.
the freaking Roadster.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't. First of all, I don't believe those deadlines. It's much harder than
Yeah.
they make it seem.
I saw one of the podcasts where Elon was talking about keeping your inner child. And I've been preaching this to us.
Yeah.
How no matter what we do, having our inner child is what drives us to be
Is
creative.
that why he doesn't work out? He's trying to be a child?
I'm not sure, but when he said he was little, he always wanted to be like something to do with space and stuff.
No, like, yeah, he's
when-
following his desires and now just a bigger scale.
So all these companies for him really
yeah.
is just him acting on his
Inner child. Yeah.
inner child.
Yeah.
Like creating rockets to go to the moon, to go to Mars and all that. That's him acting on his inner child.
Freaking shooting a Tesla into space.
Oh yeah.
Right?
It's still in space, huh?
Yeah. It's going to come
And
crashing
then
down.
think about this, his boring company, the
Yeah, the
flamethrower.
flamethrower. That was just all. That's all it was, right? The flamethrower, or he made something else.
I think that's all it was. And then what else? The loop. Do you know about the loop?
Oh, the train station.
No, the loop is like the underground.
The train.
It's not train. It's for cars.
Oh yeah, the tunnels. The
Yeah.
tunnel system. He's not making. Is he making a? He's making a train, right? Or no?
I'm not sure, but
Or he's just doing
the
tunnel
loop
system.
is already in Vegas.
Oh, in Vegas. Yeah, he's trying to
Yeah.
do it in LA. But in LA is kind of crazy. But he showed his demo technology
Yeah.
to how it withstands earthquakes. Have you seen that?
No.
Like where the tunnel, they make it in a way where if an earthquake happens, it won't collapse on itself.
Oh, I'd be too claustrophobic. I don't
Bro,
care.
I know, I'll be kind of nuts. But it's like a single car at a time,
Yeah.
and then you just go like 200 miles per hour.
Yeah. And that's what like I'm seeing right. Think about this.
Yeah.
They have space invasion, like they trying to Project Bluebeam trying to scare us, right? And then that mixed with climate change, how because there's a lot of people fighting for climate change right now. I was
Mr.
one.
Beast.
I was one of those people where I believe to a certain degree there's a climate change, but I saw this. I was reminiscing
Yeah.
on my 7th grade teacher talking about climate change to us, and it really opened my eyes. So let me put you on this, right?
Yeah.
The Earth, and Elon talked about this on the Joe Rogan podcast too. And so for some reason, that happened to show up on my timeline last night, where Elon was saying, if you look into
That
climate
clip?
change
Okay.
and the ice age,
Yeah.
you go down this deep rabbit hole.
Okay.
And he was
What's
saying,
the rabbit hole?
The rabbit hole is basically, he was saying that throughout Earth, there has been several ice ages.
Multiple.
Yeah. And the last one that happened was about 10,000 years ago. And that's what killed off the mammoths, the
mammoth, the
saber-toothed
woolly
tiger.
mammoth,
And that's what
yeah.
allowed that land bridge for humans to cross from Russia into Alaska
Yeah.
and come down to the North America. And that's how Native Americans came to be, right?
Okay.
He was saying that before that, there were no written texts,
No written text. Okay.
no records of written text.
Okay.
But after that ice age, it started appearing.
Yeah.
So he didn't want to talk too much because I think he knows something, but he linked the Wikipedia. That I'm gonna go down that rabbit hole.
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia is pretty. I think Wikipedia is pretty.
It depends, bro, because it can be edited by anyone.
Right, but it's also fact checked by a lot of people.
It's also fact checked by a lot of people. That's
Yeah.
the thing, but not by like their organizations. But just by, like, for example, if something about basketball and I
Mm-hmm.
put something and you'd fact check me, it's like that.
Yeah, but because the community is so, because people get paid to fact check too
Okay.
by Wikipedia itself.
Yeah.
So I'm sure now it's pretty good.
Just ask Chat GPT, bro.
Yeah.
They'll probably answer the question.
But he's saying that you can go down a whole rabbit hole on just
Okay.
ice age itself, right?
So what is he saying? Like, how's he correlating that to today?
So he's basically saying that what is the whole fight for climate change now?
To preserve the earth, like for no melting?
Earth is heating up,
Yeah.
this and that, right?
The ice age was freezing over. This is getting too hot.
It just, I feel like,
Greenhouse gases.
I think basically what a lot of people are trying to say that is just the natural cycle of the Earth. Earth has been super hot before, and Earth has been super.
Yeah, because supposedly there's some people that say the amount of carbon dioxide is very minimal, that we, like, it's not something that
Yeah,
really
I
needs
think
to.
recently I saw this video where these representative of England, they were like in a house speaker or something.
Yeah.
He was saying that England contributes to 2% of emission globally.
Global emissions.
So if England were to be wiped off the map,
It wouldn't mean
it
anything.
wouldn't be anything. So people are painting climate change to be a lot
How
worse
much does
than it is.
China, do you know how much China does?
So from when I was in AP
100%.
Environmental Science,
Yeah.
my teacher was mentioning how a lot of countries are being subsidized. Like
You okay?
so they're saying that if your carbon footprint gets reduced by a certain amount,
Yeah.
you get this certain amount of money.
Okay.
So it's a lot of incentives for them to,
Go like green.
Go green and stuff.
Green energy and.
right? So that's one thing. Another thing is that if Earth has this natural cycle
Yeah.
of freezing over, getting hot, freezing over, that's just a cycle.
Yeah.
And we're in that cycle right now. But a lot
So
of
you think it's just a natural cycle rather than caused by humans?
I think so. I believe so. Because think about this. If the elites really care,
Yeah.
there would be no private jets. There would be no like all these corporations. Like, because for me, this is how I see it. Right? You make people go green. You make people use renewable energy.
Yeah, solar.
And how do you get people to do that? Tax breaks. So they can
Tax
all switch
breaks.
to electric and all that.
Yeah,
And now when they're using electric, with the switch of a button,
you turn off their energy.
everything.
Boom, control the whole energy grid. But they can still control the energy grid. I hope you realize that.
What do you mean?
Like with even electricity, like with the one like from, for example, if you're like you don't have solar, you're just using regular electricity, they can turn off that grid too.
Yeah, easy. The government
Yeah.
can control everything.
Yeah.
Even with your car.
They
like,
can control gas stations. If they want no more people, no one buying gas, they could shut down all the gas stations pretty much.
but that would affect the economy a lot.
I know, but I'm just saying like if they wanted to control us and they wanted to keep us in our homes or something.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah,
But I'm saying like in terms of technological wise,
Yeah.
it's a lot easier for them to track us and control us when it.
yeah, but like I was saying this too. Like, in the new cars, even though they're not electric, they still have ECUs in them.
Yeah.
Right. So those computers that they have in the cars can also be controlled. They can also track you. They can also.
Yeah, they're already moving slowly over,
Yeah,
whether
like
you
there's-
like it or not.
Yeah.
By 2030, California is I think banning all gas powered cars from being
Yeah,
manufactured,
2030 or 2035. No, being bought.
being bought or being manufactured.
Bought.
So by 2030, you can't even buy, like, because I'm thinking like if it's used,
Manufactured in California?
yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
No, I think I gotta fact check that. If it's manufactured, I think that makes more sense because
Because they're saying like climate change causes the Earth to warm up, therefore glaciers to melt.
they
And
want
all that,
everyone
right?
to go electric, so it doesn't
Right?
even matter.
Yeah, but a lot of people are saying like, bro,
You know how harmful making
you know how like
electric
they
cars
would find all these underwater cities,
Yeah.
like from ancient time.
like Talocan?
But like they're saying like before, I think England was underwater a couple thousand years ago. All these ancient cities
Yeah.
are
Like
underwater
there's some
now.
volcanoes that are underwater and then they come up and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where was that back then?
Yeah.
Climate change.
Well, Pangea, right? Well, like we used to be one whole continent.
Yeah.
Which was Pangea. That's how you find some fossils of other animals and
Yeah.
that are found in one area and also
Yeah.
another area. And then earthquake, tectonic plate movement, the continent started splitting, and
Yeah.
some might have went underwater, and some might have came out of water too.
But that's what I'm saying. That's been happening.
Yeah.
Cities from ancient time has been underwater.
Yeah.
And now we're seeing it. So before the water level was below that.
Yeah.
Climate change has been happening.
Didn't
so why
you see
are they
there's
making
this one, I think it was off the coast of Australia. There's this one island that is actually going to be underwater in a few years, so they're making the whole thing digital. Did you see that? So we're
it's one of the Samoan islands or
something like that, and you're going to be able to tour it in virtual reality.
Yeah.
So they're going to keep the history of it
Yeah.
because it's going to be underwater.
Yeah.
No one's going to be able to go there.
I think they're just making it pushing the agenda too much. Because like I said,
The climate change agenda, or
yeah. Because think about it. Yesterday, Greta Thunberg, one of the most, face of the activist movement,
Yeah.
all this and that, the girl that made the world silent for 2 minutes or something like that.
world.
She, she staged an arrest in
In
front of a
Germany.
German mine
Yeah. What did she get arrested for?
for protesting. But she staged
Protesting
it.
the mine.
Yeah, protesting like, oh, this is against,
Is she German?
I don't know. I think she's British.
Greta Thunberg.
Yeah, she's British.
So she went to Germany to protest a mine, a coal mine. You said
A coal mine.
she went to protest, and then she pretended to get arrested. So then publicity, people say, "Oh, look, I'm fighting for
Exactly.
you guys."
Exactly.
And now I'm arrested. Is
Look
she
how
out already?
Look how fake that is, bro. She was never arrested. It was just staged.
No, but like she was staged, so she never even got went in jail for even a
No,
second.
like before the pictures of the arrest came out, she was smiling and laughing with the cops, bro. I'm telling you. Are they really fighting for what they think? Like, Dan Pena, right? Have you seen
Yeah.
that video of him?
I don't like that many. Yeah,
I know, but like, have you seen that video of him saying like how
climate change is not real.
if climate change is real, why would these banks who have researchers and scientists do, all these data?
Yeah.
Why would they give out 30-year mortgage to people that are living and settling in Florida?
Yeah.
If the
gonna
ocean's
go
gonna
under the
rise
water,
and that's
yeah.
gonna wash away their money.
Yeah,
That makes a little bit of sense.
but maybe
doesn't
the
it?
banks don't believe in climate change.
Right, but they have to have concrete evidence or know like, oh, this is not gonna happen in the next 50
But here's the
years.
thing, bro. This is the thing you need to remember too. Even like think about it like this, right? During the 2008 crash,
Right.
people were getting loans that didn't even exist. So the banks don't care about that in some
Does that have
shape
insurance or something?
because they're gonna get bailed out, bro. That's what happened. The banks all got bailed out. The government is gonna come and kiss their ass and bail them out. So all those people, they call ninja loans, right? Or ghost loans. So those people that didn't even exist, they got loans that were freaking variable interest rates,
Yeah.
adjustable rate mortgage, ARM loans, right? And then they couldn't pay that shit back. But the values of the homes went down. They short sold everything. The banks were losing money. They're like, oh, the government came in and said, let's print some money for you. And boom.
Yeah. Got you.
The banks. That's the thing about the bank, right?
Yeah.
If you go to the bank and you need to take money out, like a lot of money, what are they going to tell you? Oh, we don't have
can't.
it.
Yeah.
Because they don't have money, bro. The banks, all this is paper money. We're not on the gold standard anymore. So you can literally just print
We're
paper.
backed by our military, huh?
We're backed by just the freaking by Jerome Powell, bro, by the Fed. So the bank goes and they're like, we're out of money. It's like, okay, let me just turn on the printer real quick. Here, how much
Yeah.
you need? Boom. That's it. So we're
Yeah.
not backed by nothing anymore. So that's why. But yeah, going back to the Florida thing, it makes sense in one way, but I think, like, again, the banks they don't care. They really don't.
I think Ben Shapiro, I don't know, I know you don't like him, but I think Ben Shapiro was saying something like this, where
some things I don't like.
do you think poor people care about climate change?
No, they care about getting food,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really make sense to
shelter,
me.
or health.
Like
Yeah.
in India, there's these people digging the mine, digging all these
Bro, you know
mountains and stuff.
one of the most polluted cities in the world, Karachi, Pakistan, bro.
Really?
In Pakistan, yeah. So yeah,
Yeah, and like these people, they're risking their life, inhaling toxic fumes to get these minerals for the first world to use to make our, technologies
Yeah.
and our electronic devices and stuff.
exactly. Just so they can eat at the end of the day.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, climate change is.
But here's the thing, bro. Do you feel now we can go into another theory? Do you feel, the elites need poor people? They need people that are focused on feeding themselves, so they're not focused on like building wealth or whatever it is, because those people will work those low labor jobs, those
Yeah.
low paying jobs. They need those low laborers so they can make money at the end of the
Yeah,
day.
when you think about it, right?
Yeah.
Those people are at the bottom of the pyramid.
They need
They're-
those people, yeah.
They're the structure of the
They're
pyramid.
the foundation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they stop, the whole thing crumbles.
Collapses, bro.
So that's why people getting rich is very rare,
Yeah.
because they're so busy trained to keep them working.
Yeah.
The government's gonna find ways to keep you working. Debt, they raise expenses, they raise
Yeah.
cost of living, they raise everything, and that what's what gets us to want to be successful, because I don't want to be at the bottom, bro.
It's unfortunate, but and thankfully, like we're not at the bottom. Thankfully, like we have a little bit better head start than some of these people. Because imagine we had to just focus on like putting food on the table at the end of the day and just doing whatever job, and you don't have the mind space or the head space to do anything
It's
else.
not even that. I don't even want to be in the middle either, because
No, I know, just saying the middle, but I'm just saying like we're
Yeah.
a little bit higher, so we have a
the
better-
middle class in the U.S. gets effed up the most.
the middle class is
Think about this, right? You're the middle class.
hypnotized.
You're not too poor to receive government aid.
Yeah.
Your kids don't get financial aid.
Yeah.
Your kids don't get free lunch.
Yeah.
Your kids don't get anything.
Yeah.
You don't get free healthcare.
Yeah.
But you're not too rich to be able to afford your own everything.
Yeah. Exactly.
So you're stuck in the middle.
Yeah. Debt.
You have
a
to
lot of
save
debt.
up money to buy a house.
A lot of debt.
Put savings towards your kid's college fund.
Cars.
Pay like $300-400 a month for healthcare.
Yeah.
And if
you
something
have debt in the
happens-
house, you have debt in your credit cards, debt in the
Right.
cars. Then you have schooling for kids,
Yeah.
healthcare. What else? Like,
Do a bunch of things.
There's so much debt.
Think about like health insurance. Like if you want to invest and all that, you're not gonna have enough money.
you really can't. Like everything goes. That's the people that are living to paycheck, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, what separates the income gap. Because a lot of people in the middle are like, oh, I'd rather just be poor
Yeah.
and benefit from everything.
Yeah.
Or people in the middle like, damn, I want to get filthy rich. I don't
Yeah.
have to worry about any of this stuff.
Yeah.
Like in
A
our,
lot of people in the middle, though, they get comfortable, bro. They don't want to move up. Obviously, they don't want to move down, but they don't want to move
yeah.
up. Some people, they just make really good employees, right? Because if we start a business, we need employees. But
Yeah.
obviously, we're going to take as much care of them as we can, right? Obviously, if they're good employees, whatever. But the people that are stagnant on purpose, meaning like they can move up in even their job and they can get to a higher position, but they're just comfortable being there.
Yeah.
For some of them, they're okay. A lot of people don't want to live like hi-fi life or buying nice cars or nice house. They're okay. But the people that are not going to get anywhere are the ones that are just, I would say lazy at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like they're just okay with mediocre.
Because what I don't understand is, why don't you, like, you live in
Yeah.
America, right? Yeah, it's not the best country. It's not like perfect, but it
And
gives
it
you
has a lot of benefits,
It gives you
bro.
opportunities when you try.
Yeah.
If you know how to play
For
this,
everyone.
if you know how to play the system right, you're gonna get rich. So my question is that, like, why? Why
Yeah.
don't you just? Why are you so comfortable?
Yeah. Some people like I was saying, they're okay with being comfortable, but for the right reasons. Some are just okay because they're lazy. And
Would you want to
that's-
be a billionaire?
a billionaire?
Yeah.
Oh, liquidity or net worth?
I would say like net
liquid?
worth. Like
Okay, so yeah, I mean, like, if I'm a billionaire with net worth, I mean, that my company can be worth $1 billion. It really doesn't mean much. But if I'm liquid,
yeah. Would you want to be a billionaire?
I would love to be a liquid billionaire. You know how much you could do with that?
Obviously, yeah, but because I'm thinking like we can become billionaires,
Yeah.
but at what cost though? Because for me, I feel like
Mr. Beast type, bro.
making like Mr. Beast, I'm sure like his money's all clean, right?
Yeah, he's not a liquid billionaire, but he is a billionaire.
but when
like, net
you're-
worth.
A billionaire, comes with so many risks. Everyone's gonna want to sue you, come after your money. And I heard that like this rapper, he's getting, court dates and sued and all that. Just to have his lawyer on retainer monthly is $200K,
Wow.
right? So
Because you have to hire those high-end lawyers for that.
more money,
More problems.
right? And then the fact that when you get to that level, is it all clean money though? And for me, I don't like being involved in that stuff. But what I'm talking about, clean money. Like
Yeah.
sometimes you have to put more aside and do this and that, like to get to the billionaire status.
No, I would never, just to get rich, I would never let go of my morals. No way.
And then I would say number 3 is when you're a billionaire. I feel like there's a reason why billionaires keep working and working, because to them it's like a race at that point. Once you're a billionaire,
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to make 2 billion, 3 billion,
Bro,
4 billion.
I forgot which family it was, but my friend's dad was telling me that there was this family, and they were asked, like, they were already billionaires, and someone asked him, how much more money do you want to make? He says, just a little bit more. When you're a billionaire, what does a little bit mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just a little bit more, just a little, always, just a little bit. If you're always chasing the dollar, you're never going to get it. Because you always want more
yeah.
and more and more and more.
And like I haven't unlocked that level of thinking yet, but when you're a billionaire, I'm sure your monthly expenses like in the couple $1 million.
It
a month,
depends.
right?
Look at Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is a prime example, bro.
No,
No. His business, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about his personal.
Yeah, true.
I'm talking about his personal.
That's what I'm afraid of. Like once it falls hard, right?
Mm.
Obviously, you have to keep working. And then another thing is, people depend on you. When you're a $1 billion man, or
Yeah.
obviously you're gonna have corporations and
Employees
then all that, and employees depend on you. So by you being at the top, so many people are depending. Trickles
Yeah.
down, and if something happens to you, the whole thing falls. So I think it comes with a
Which
cost.
is crazy, right? Like, I mean, it also depends. If you have a strong foundation,
Yeah.
if you fall, you'll be okay.
Yeah.
But if you have a weak foundation, if you fall, then yeah.
Yeah.
You have to. That's why if you build it right, that's why, like you said, dirty money. If you build it on those values and those ethics, on dirty,